Alright, welcome to day 4. Days 1, 2, and 3 were mostly about you. Your idea, your focus, your model, your MVP plan, your metrics. Day 4 is about everyone else. These are people who don't know you. They don't care yet. They're busy. They're skeptical. They already have many other options. Your job today is to earn their attention. Let us anchor the day with one idea. Having a great product is just the beginning. Today we learn how to get it in front of the right people, in the right place, at the right time. And if you have not heard this before, remember it now. Even a great product doesn't sell itself. Many products fail simply because nobody ever discovers them. Most founders spend 90% of their energy building and 10% selling, sometimes even less. In reality, the ratio should be closer to the opposite. Sales is a skill. It can be learned and practiced. And everything we cover in our lessons will help you make your sales efforts more efficient. I want to say this clearly, because it should influence how you behave as a founder and the team. Sales is the foundation of your successful business. If you think, I will do marketing once the product is better, or we build a great product, it will sell itself, pause for a moment. That mindset delays learning and pushes away the moment when you get your product to someone who really needs it. If you think, I am not a salesperson, that's fine. But you still need customers, right? So you have two options. Either learn the basic skills yourself or bring someone to your team who has strong sales experience and a sales mindset. In both cases, it is important for the whole team to understand how sales and marketing really work. So today's session is not about basic theory. We will focus on practical mechanics that you actually can use. The foundation of early sales is simple. You need to clearly understand what your product does for the customer. You need to know your ideal customer profile, your ICP, and what exactly you are offering them. And you need to know which channels will help you deliver that message. By the end of today, you will have one primary growth channel, selected with a clear framework. A clear and simple sales pitch tailored for your customers. A plan to generate your first leads or customers. Your first real campaign, ready to launch. A simple growth system you can run each week using AI tools. Before you choose your channel, it is necessary to diagnose the most common mistake. I bet you already know what it is. It is trying to do too many things at once. There is a simple paradox in growth. Many people hear this advice: be everywhere your customers are. It sounds logical, but in reality, early teams move faster when they focus on one main channel and treat the others as supportive. The idea is simple. Main channel gets most of your attention and resources. Let me give you a real example of how this mistake of trying to be everywhere shows up. Founders get excited. In the first week, they post twice on LinkedIn and once on Twitter. In the second week, they decide to try Product Hunt. They do this without real preparation. In the third week, they run a few ads with unclear message. In the fourth week, they start a blog. They write 2 posts. Then they stop because there is no instant result. By the 5th week, they end up with a conclusion. Marketing doesn't work. In that situation, marketing didn't have a real chance. What was missing was consistency and focus. When you show up in many places, people do not notice you at all. So today, I want you to remember one simple rule. If you spread yourself across 5 channels and do all of them poorly, your result is zero. If you pick one main channel, put the most of your efforts there, and stay with it long enough, you start to see a real reaction from the market. The reaction shows you which message works, which segment responds, which offers convert, which objections are real, and where interested users stop or lose interest. The same signal leads directly to product improvements because marketing and product are tightly connected. Marketing is the loudest feedback loop you have. So, before you go deep, take time to analyze your options. Look at several possible channels. Then choose one where your team sees the strongest potential. That becomes your main focus. You can test other channels in parallel, but with much less effort. You only increase that effort once your main channel works well and shows consistent results. Now you know why scattered marketing fails. When you avoid that mistake, you are ready for the next step. You will learn how real growth works in a simple, practical way, step by step. Here is a simple way to think about growth that I want you to remember. Write this down. Growth equals deep understanding of one channel, multiplied by consistent execution, multiplied by focus effort over time. Understanding your channel means you know how it works. You know what type of content fits there. You know how often to show up. You know what gets attention. Consistent execution means you keep showing up. You run campaigns, post content, or reach out regularly. Effort means you stay committed. You focus on this one main channel. You give it your full attention for weeks or months, not just days. You give this process enough time to learn, improve, and to compound progress. This equation clears up many false ideas about growth. Many people think growth comes from luck or something special, but real growth comes from doing a few key actions again and again until it starts working. Your strategy now is simple. Go deep into one main channel. Do it well and stick with it long enough to see results. Let's look at how this works in real companies. Many successful companies follow the same pattern. For example, Dollar Shave Club. They launched with one very clear YouTube video in 2012. The video went viral in a few days. It brought hundreds of thousands of views and led to a large increase in sign-ups. That one piece of content became the core engine of their growth and awareness. A few years later, the company was acquired by Unilever for a reported $1 billion. Another example, Product Hunt. It started as a simple daily email list featuring new products. That newsletter helped them build a highly engaged community of early adopters. They only added more features after the channel started working well. These products were different. Their audiences were different, but they followed the same pattern. They didn't chase every channel. They focused on one, and they stuck with it until it started to work. That is the main idea. Your startup doesn't need many growth engines. In the beginning, focus on one growth engine that works. Meanwhile, as you scale, you will need more than one touchpoint. People usually decide only after they have seen, heard, and been told about your product. But still, your main channel will require most of your efforts and resources.